I'm sure most of you's got a down home somewhere. Might be up home, depending on which way you live.
You really can't help it if you're not from West Virginia. I know that. We're thinking of letting you off the hook.
We're not going to hold that again. You just cause you're from Pennsylvania and New York.
I'll tell you something. I've been to a lot of these here music festivals, and we've put on a lot of them. And my brother has. But there's an atmosphere and a spirit here that's sadly lacking in a lot of places we've been lately. It's really nice, I tell you.
Yeah.
It feels good to stand up in front of a bunch of people and play, and ain't some drunk out there hollering boogie and shit like that. It's really good to be here. Well, Frankie and Johnny were do me wrong. Well, I ain't gonna tell you no story, and I ain't gonna tell you no lie. Saw you loving Johnny about an hour ago with a woman named Nellie Bly. He's your man, wouldn't do you wrong. Well, Frankie went down to the hotel, and she went there on a run. Underneath her kimono, she carried a big old 44 gun, gonna shoot her man, 'cause he done her wrong. Well, Frankie went up to the transom and she pulled out a little 44. A Rudy 2-2, 3 times she shot him right through that hardwood door. She shot her man. He did say, well, I'm going away, never coming back. You're gonna miss me, honey, in the days to come when the winds begin to blow, the ground's coming up slow. You think of me when you're far away. Gonna miss your loving man. Gonna miss me, honey, in the days to come. And roll me over slow. Roll me over on the left side. These bullets hurt me so. She shot her man, 'cause he done her wrong. Well, get out your rubber-tied buggy and get out your rubber-tied hat. Hey, Bill, men gone to the graveyard. Get the living coming back. Shot her man, 'cause he done her wrong. Well, you see the thousand policemen and take me right away. Lock me in that dungeon cell and throw me away. Shot her man. He did say, well, I'm going away, never coming back. You're gonna miss me, honey, in the days to come when the winds begin to blow, the ground's covered up, snow. You think of me when you're far away. Gonna miss your loving man. Gonna miss me, honey, in the days to come. Frankie went walking down Broadway the last day she would be free. And all she heard was a three-string bow playing near my God to thee. She shot her man, 'cause he done her wrong. Now this story has no moral and this story has no end. It only goes to show you there ain't no good in men. She shot her man. He did say, well, I'm going away, never coming back. You're gonna miss me, honey, in the days to come when the winds begin to grow, the ground's covered up with snow. You think of me when you're far away. Gonna miss your loving man. You're gonna miss me, honey, in the days to come. come. Woo! Thank you. Thank you very much.
First of all, a very, very fine old-time banjo-picking lady from Calhoun County, West Virginia. This is Mrs. Phoebe Parsons. She rode up in the car with us. And we're going to play just a couple numbers with the banjo and the fiddle, and mostly just so you can hear her banjo picking, not so much the fiddle as the banjo picking.
Don't you believe him?
Go ahead. Sourwood Mountain, is that what you want to play? They're going to hit a lick on that tuning business over there. A lot of people get aggravated when the fella gets up and has to tune, but there's so many of us, we just can't stay perfectly in tune together. And as you noticed, it sounds a whole lot better if you stay, fairly in tune. We got another fella here with us. He's about 180 years old.
No, my fiddle.
What?
My fiddle's 272 years old.
He's had it since he's a little boy.
So I haven't either. I'm 76 years
Oh,
old.
all right. This is Ira Mullins, and he's been over around in Clay County about as long as there's been anybody over there, I guess. You want to tell them about that fiddle and about yourself? Don't tell them very much about yourself, but tell them a few things.
I'll just tell them what I want them to know.
All right.
That'd be all right. Well, I'm an old sawmill man from Clay County, West Virginia. I'm a sawmill sawyer. I sawed 57 years. I retired 2 years ago, the 15th of July. And if I can get stopping playing the fiddle, I think I'll go back to work. I like that $50 a day, so I think I'll just go back to work. And you want me to tune up an A and play your tune, don't you? Well, I'm going to have to change keys here because here's a lady that I've knew for many years, and she wants to beat a tune for me here.
Sure, it's just out of a, oak or hickory, an old dry at the whittle them out and scraping down. And my father used to play the fiddle, and there's some old-time fiddlers come from way back. I just wished that would have had a tape recorder so I could let you hear some of that good old-time fiddling. And my father, he would whittle these sticks out. And when they was playing that, he couldn't be still. He'd get up and he'd beat the tune out on that there while they was playing it. And they about worked him to death of beating. He didn't hardly get a chance to play the fiddle while I was there. And I kind of took up his trade.
Now, I haven't been playing with this lady in here, and so she beat a tune for me here this morning called Shortenin Bread. So that's something, you know, that people don't do anymore, but she uses 2 poles here for to beat the fiddle with, and I'm going to play you a tune called Shortenin Bread.
Let's go ahead and play. Mom's gonna have a little shortenin bread. That ain't all she's gonna do. She's gonna make a cup of coffee too. Don't my baby like shortenin. Don't my baby like shortenin bread. Make fun of the bed.
Well, you know, back years ago, people didn't have so many instruments to play on, you know, so somebody beat the fiddle strings. That was way back yonder, you know. I'm an old-time fiddler. I've been playing for 70 years. And so...
I'm only 76, but I'll play a little too.
Well, me and her both at 76, you know, it's kind of rough in our country down there back in them days, you know.
Play a little something. Can't you play Chicken to Crowing or
Sourwood Mountain? Gonna play you a tune here, old tune here called Sourwood Mountain. Well, I'm going to play you a tune alone now. I better let somebody else have this thing a while. You know, I play the banjo once in a while. Here's a Reuben I won. I hadn't played a banjo for 45 years. I got second prize over at Marlington, West Virginia. I have 62 first prizes for playing the fiddle from West Virginia. Thank you all very much.
We're going to play one called Going Downtown.
Are you ready?
Yeah, if I don't get attacked for real. I'm going downtown, I'm going downtown, I'm going down to Lynchburg Town, take my tobacco down. Tobacco's selling good this year, $1.50 a pound. Need me a knife, cut it with, and a man told it around. I'm gonna get some sticks and rocks, build my chimney higher, keep that ornery old tomcat from putting out my fire. I'm going downtown, going downtown. I'm going down to Lynchburg Town to carry my tobacco down.
I'm going to play you another old tune I learned way back in them days, you know, called Arkansas Traveler.
going to pick one more down the same key. This is kind of the old-time style of music. The rhythm, the gait of it is more or less, well, it's sort of got specialized down in our part of the country. There's over in Calhoun County, there's sort of a shuffling backstep dance that goes really well with just that particular gait and of music, the speed and the rhythm of it and everything. And find a lot of old-time music played at that very same tempo down there. So we'll do another Arkansas Traveler. Sing too?
No. I want to get started. I may sing and play too.
Well, set your microphone for your voice and one for your band. Come on, man.
Yeah, you can't tell what I'll do when I get on stage, can you? I'm going to sing one before I play. Hard Times. Had lots of requests for it. And the boy that went with us to play music, we all thought a lot of him, Richard Hardway. And every time that I was around the festival, he would request that there. He liked that song awful well. And I'm going to sing it in remembrance of him. He ain't been dead very long, and I was awful sorry to hear about it. He got killed in a car wreck. And we're all awful sorry about it. We all liked him. He was an awful good boy. But this is a song he liked the best. It's not much of a song, I don't think, but he liked it, and I'm going to sing it. Hard Times, the name of it. I went to see my love last Saturday night, and through the dark entrance I crept like a fight. I tapped at the door, my love let me in. The chatting and talking of then a beginning. It's hard times. Oh, first said she, and then said he, what a poor little scoundrel is this before me. First said she, and then said he, she up with a broomstick and at me she came, and it's hard times. She beat me over the head, she beat me to the door, she beat me and beat me, I fell in the floor. I out at the window through the great ice and snow, I mounted my horse and home I did go. Well, the blood had run down my shins in great gores, for never was beat with a broomstick before, and it's hard times. You better chat. You better get off the stage. Thank you. I went to the doctor, you see. I looked at the doctor and he looked at me. He said, Jim, you're awfully white. You must have had an awful fight and it's hard times. He said, Jim, lie down and lie right still. He give me 2 shots instead of a pill. My head was swelled up as big as a balloon. The doctor, he throwed me clean out of his room, and it's a hard time. Oh, that miss, that pretty little dear, she came to the ball games, how nice she'd appear. With her whalebone corsets as tight as they could squeeze, she'd have to unlace them before she could sneeze, and it's a hard time. Come, all you young men, and morning take by me. Be careful whose daughter you go for to see. You may be like me, meet up with your doom. It's go like a devil, get beat with a broom, and it's a hard time. Thank you. You want me to sing the last verse again? Come on, you young men, that morning take by me. Be careful whose daughter you go for to see. You may be like me, meet up with your doom. It's go like a devil, get beat with a broom, and it's hard times. Thank you. I'm going to play John Hardy the way I learned it years ago. Now, everybody don't play alike, I don't guess. But I'm going to play it the way I learned it. Now I've got two. I'm going to sing two. I'm going to sing Two Little Devils, and then I'm going to tell you about the darky school day. That is, if I can hold together long enough. Thank you. There was an old man went out to plow, to rattle, sing dandy. He hadn't plowed but a farrier so, to rattle, sing dandy. So long come a devil came dashing through, to rattle, sing dandy. I hired the devil for a day or so, to rattle, sing dandy. I said, you can have my oldest son for the pay, to rattle, sing dandy. It ain't your son, it is your wife, and all I wish you is good luck, to rattle, sing dandy. He took her to the devil's den, to rattle, sing dandy, and there he had some 9 or 10, to rattle, sing dandy. Two little devils come walking on chains, to rattle, sing dandy. She up with a poking stick, knocked out their brains, to rattle, sing dandy. Two little devils peeked over the wall, to rattle, sing dandy. Said, take her back, pap, she's killing us all, to rattle, sing dandy. He wrapped her up in a coffee sack to her rattle-sing dandy, and like a damn fool he went wagging her back to her rattle-sing dandy. He carried her down to the forks of the road to her rattle-sing dandy. He said, "Oh, woman, you're a hell of a load," to her rattle-sing dandy. When she got home, her husband in bed, to her rattle-sing dandy. She up with the coffee pot and mauled his old head, to her rattle-sing dandy. Said, "Yours, your woman, she's sounding well," to her rattle-sing dandy. Too bad for heaven won't have her in hell, to her rattle-sing dandy. Thank you. Now, this is a darky school day. It's on an old-time record player that my sister's got selling the record, those round records. And I learned a lot of them when I was there, but I have forgot a little bit of some of them. It's been so long. But I'll tell you what I can of it. And it starts out something like this. Said, "I guess you get up in the morning, wash your dirty face, take your book in one hand and a great big red apple for your teacher and a pint of gin for myself." Said, "How you getting along when you jog?" He said, "I'm best jogger that ever jogged while I was jogging along." Said, "In grammar." Said, "Oh, I'm scandalous in grammar." Said, "How many parts are there in grammar?" Said, "Well, 2 parts." Said, "What is it?" Said, "Inside and outside." Said, "On arithmetic." Said, "How you getting along on arithmetic?" Said, "I ripped up home last night." Well, I said, "I'm going to give you a little problem about that arithmetic." He said, "When you first get married, that's multiplication. If you have children, that's addition. If your wife dies, that's subtraction. If you get a divorce, that's division." Said, "Well, I've been married 5 times now, and all my wives are dead and gone to heaven. But as long as the Lord will take them, I'll furnish them for him." Said, "Oh, that ain't nothing." Said, "I've been married a year now, and I've got a bushel of children." Said, "Married a year and got a bushel of children? Doggone you, how's that?" Said, "You see, I married a widow by the name of Peck. She had 4 children. 4 pecks makes a bushel." Said, "Now I'm going to give you a little arithmetic problem here." Said, "How long will it take you to run over to Omaha and back?" Said, "I never was run over." Said, "There's 3 little frogs sat on a log. One was a Democrat and one a Republican and one a little cocoa frog. Well, this little cocoa frog, independent cocoa frog, took a notion and he jumped off the log. How many little frogs remain here on the top of this log?" Said, "They would be 3 frogs. There'd be 2 frogs." Said, "No, sir. They would be 3. Said, "How do you make it out?" Said, "He took a notion, but he never jumped." Said, "Now listen, I want you to tell me how many days there are in a month of a year." Said, "You want to know how many days there are in a month of a year?" "Yes, I do." "Okay." Said, 30 days, that's September, April, June, and November, all the rest of 31 up to February had 29. Said, "Where'd you go to school?" "Muckamujoy, North Carolina." "Well, that wasn't the way there's a quarter in Pittsburgh." "Well, how was there a quarter in Pittsburgh?" 30 days has September, April, June, and November, all the rest had 31, without the blessed gleam of sun. And from January up to May, it rained and sleeted every day. If all the rest had 2 and 30, they'd just be as hot and 10 times as dirty. "Oh, Peter, you come in to dinner up on the golden shore. Run in here, you wicked sinner, up on the golden shore. And children will greet you. Yes, we'll meet you. And won't we have a happy time up on the golden shore?" Thank you. I'm going to pick you good, and now I think I'll leave this town. I'm going to try the Boston Burglar. It's pretty hard to play, and my throat's kind of sore. I think it must be a singing or hollering too much. Yeah, the ice water. I'll play that whatever I can. I don't know if I can get off to it or not. This is a Boston Burglar. I'll finish my song with a dog fight's over. I'm sorry I had to quit. I was afraid of them dogs. I had a girl in Boston, close by them spreading pine. I know that little girl loves me, for she's always on my mind. Now come, my dear old father, with his locks all turning gray. Said, son, oh son, what have you done? They've been sent to Charleston Town. Thank you.
She's great. She's really great.
I'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, Sid. We had, I bet we, on the way up here, heard a total of 4 hours of them Uncle Josh records. That one I liked the best. It stayed all night at that boarding house. Said they fed awful good. Had hot water for breakfast and dried apples for dinner, and they swelled up for supper. I knew that's exactly how they felt. Yeah, you fellas. Next, we'd like you out of our little group to have Genus Cottrell over here. He's got, I believe he's got one of his young'uns with him over there. I'm not sure. Genus and his sister, Sylvia. And I think Sylvia's probably going to pick the banjo, and she does a fine job. And Genus, I believe, is going to dance the dancing mule. That's a new. I didn't know it had a mule in that box. Genus and Sylvia are from right near Ivydale and have lived most of their life. Genus has lived all of his life there in the same house. I guess you never had any other address, did you, Genus? Never been away, never lived any place else but where he lives. Helped build the house many years ago. They live in a beautiful, beautiful, next to a cove ahead of a hollow there, live without electricity, live in a very old-fashioned way, but a very relaxing place to be and a very nice place to go. Genus is a woodworker. I'll tell you a little bit about him. Genus is a woodworker, and he makes these banjos. This banjo Sylvia made, or Sylvia's playing, Genus made. And he makes lots and lots of things out of wood. And I believe they're going to dance a stomper mule there and maybe pick a tune or two on the banjo. You fellas go right ahead now. I'm just going to cut you loose there and let you do what you want.
I'll take that.
Get in that chair there and let me set up some microphones for you. I think microphones over here. It looks like it's better leaving over that way. Yeah, that chair there looks like it's better leaving. Go ahead and cut them off one or two there.
Part of the time.
Well, folks, I may cut a shine here. I'm going to try to do the 4 nights drunk. And if I get very drunk, I don't know how I'll do. First thing, one time this couple of men met up in heaven, and they knowed one another when they was down here on the earth. One of them said to the other and said, "What killed you when you lived down on the earth?" Said, "Double pneumonia fever." Said, "I had a bad case of double pneumonia fever," and said it didn't last long. Said, "What killed you when you lived down on the earth?" "Well, sir," he said, "I had to die from sinus." Said, "Sinus?" Said, "What kind of a disease is that?" Said, "I never heard tell of it." Well, he said, "I'll just tell you exactly what kind of a disease it is." Said, "I was a-courting a man's wife and the darn devil seen us." So that's how he died. He died from sinus. Now, I don't know. My voice is getting rougher than a corn cob. I don't know whether I can sing at all or not. Well, I came home the other night, drunk as I could be. Seen a horse standing in the barn where my horse ought to be. Then I said to my wife, my pretty little wife, "Explain this thing to me. What's that horse doing out there in the barn where my horse ought to be?" And then she said, "You poor fool, you blind fool, can't you plainly see? That's nothing but an old milk cow my mama sent home to me." Then I said, "I've been around this world a dozen times or more, but a bride on the saddle on a milk cow I never did see before." Then I came home the next night, drunk as I could be. Seen a hat hanging on a rack where my hat ought to be. Then I said to my wife, my pretty little wife, "Explain this thing to me. What's that hat doing there on the rack where my hat ought to be?" And then she said, "You poor fool, you blind fool, can't you plainly see? That's nothing but a chamber pot my mama sent home to me." Then I said, "Been around this world a dozen times or maybe more, but the John B. Stutson chamber pot I never did see before." Then I came home the next night, drunk as I could be. Pair of pants was laying on the floor where my pants ought to be. Then I said to my wife, my pretty little wife, "Explain this thing to me. What's them pants doing there on the floor where my pants ought to be?" And then she said, "You poor fool, blind fool, can't you plainly see? That's nothing but an old dish rag my mama sent home to me." Then I said, "I've been around this world a dozen times or more, but cuffs and a zipper on a dish rag I never did see before." Then I came home the next night, drunk as I could be. Seen a head laying on a pillow where my head ought to be. Then I did say to my wife, my pretty little wife, "Explain this thing to me. What in the devil's that head doing there on the pillow where my head ought to be?" And then she said, "You poor fool, you blind fool, can't you plainly see? That's nothing but a cabbage head my mama sent home to me." Then I said, "I've been around this world a dozen times or more, but mustache and whiskers on a cabbage head turned if ever I did see before." Okay. Thank you, folks. We're in a hurry and my throat's give away now.
Genus Cottrell. He's a dandy, too. We've got a very special fiddler coming up from our part of the country. Back in Clay County and, around Clay Calhoun County area where these people are from and their ancestors. Me and Dave, we live over in Clay, but our people, most all of them lives in Calhoun. We was Dad was originally from back in there. Folks kind of just mixed up. The county line don't mean much. Just more the style of music down there divides things up. There's a fiddler with the name of French Carpenter who had 300 or 400 years of fiddling, and he was the last one in last male carpenter that carried on the tradition. I expect his music probably came over with the original settlers into this country and worked its way over into the mountains and was kept in his family for at least maybe 350 years or such a matter as that. Wilson Douglas is coming up, and Wilson learned, I think, every tune that French Carpenter knew. He spent, I believe it was about 7 or 8 years, wasn't it, Wilson? Something like seven or 8 years. He went 2 and 3 and 4 times a week, and more than that if he could, and played music with French Carpenter. And he's got a tradition that none of the rest of us has got. Because now in Wilson Douglas is that 300 or 400 years of fiddling. It wasn't lost just due to this one man here. Hadn't it been for him, it had just been a matter of just being able to listen to some tape recordings of French Carpenter's fiddling, and that had been it. But Wilson personifies the spirit of the true fiddler. He'll go just about any place he's able and play longer than anybody else and enjoy it probably as much as any human being that I ever seen in my life. He has a good time. He lives day by day, and he enjoys his life. And I hope you all enjoy his fiddling, because I know you will. There's no question about that. So, Wilson, come up here and burn them off, 2 or 3.
I'll try a little Raggedy Ann.
All right.
I'll get through knocking all these chairs over with this guitar here.
Get in the middle or on the side. I don't know where we're at. Gonna try the Raggedy Ann.
Go ahead, Max.
We haven't played this tune for a long time. I don't think it's been played today. I haven't played it for quite a while. We're going to try the Soldier's Joy.
Tootie yet? Nobody played Tootie yet.
I believe Mr. Mike Seeger, he wants me to try to play the West Fork Girl, so I'll...
West Fork Girl. Go ahead.
Try to do an old dance tune here. They call it the Salt River. Some of them call it the Wooden Lake. I call it the Salt River.
Got one more here from Clay County we're going to bring out. Where you at, Moon? Hey, Moon, where you at? Right there he is. Here he comes. This is Ira Mullins. He's known as the Moon in Clay County. The moon is nearly always out. And if it's not out, it's at least high. out.
Never played this before, train.
I'm just going to lay back on that one.
Work this mic, please.
I'm going to lay back on this and turn him up. He's kind of laid back, too. Let him have that mic. I'll take his mic, but I don't know if he's too close to it. Put him on the mic over there. This is another one of those fellas from Clay County. I suppose if I had to say anything about these people from Clay County, I'd have to say that a memory is something that you take to your grave and nobody can take it away from you. And some of the happiest memories of my lifetime I have to look back over is the times, good times that I've had with these people out playing music just in places like this today. This fella here, I've laughed and had as much fun with him as I have anybody in the world. It's Ira Mullins from Mesa, West Virginia. He's going to play a few tunes on the fiddle. Right yonder. Oh. That's one called The Lost Train. I've heard that old tune around, and that's one of the oldest. I'll tell you what that is. If you want a background on that tune, that ended up being Reuben. If you want to know how music develops, that ended up being Reuben's Train, and it's played as a bluegrass song, but that's probably the original version right there. What you got there?
Let's play a little bit of Cripple stick while you take it. I'll play you an old tune now called Shortenin Bread. That's what I used to play when I used to slip off from Mom and Dad and go to dances and then get a whipping when I come back home.
You want to go on there?
Another bins, we lost out on that one.
I had my buddy ask Kilby Snow to tune this thing for me, and I felt like if such a master tuned it, that the least I could do is play one tune. Let's see, I want to try a little bit of Rosewood Casket for you. Mother-in-law, mother-in-law.
Thank you.